and thank you for coming. My name is Rayanne Blauvelt, and tonight I'll be giving a presentation on organ donation after death, or pronounced brain dead. Some people may have experienced this in their lifetime, but for those of you that haven't, could you imagine the feeling of struggle and pain that you have for your family members, loved ones, or yourself, just because you're on that organ donation list, not knowing when you're going to receive this organ that is crucial to you? Approximately 119,000 people experience this feeling in the United States today. And one of those people happens to be Macy Wright. Macy was born with a congenital heart defect and has undergone 3 surgeries to try to correct it. And unfortunately, none of them have been successful. And due to that, she's been added to the wait list and is currently at the top because she's facing heart failure. So one thing about organ donation that many people don't understand is the wait list and how it works. According to the official organ donation organization, over 125 million people have been registered to donate. But unfortunately, only 3 out of 1,000 people's organs are usable. Now, why is that? That is because when you come to the hospital and have severe body trauma or some kind of sickness, the doctors don't want to use those organs because they don't know whether they're good organs, how long they're going to last, because of what they've gone through. So the prime candidates would be people that have brain aneurysms, they've had severe head trauma, or they're going through a stroke. Now, why is that? That's because when these people come to the hospital, they're generally put on ventilators or some kind of life support. Now, these machines that once this person unfortunately would pass away in the hospital would continue to pump blood and oxygen through these organs and tissues that are needed to be transplanted. So on that note, what can be transplanted? The things that can be transplanted are the kidneys, the liver, the lungs, the heart, the pancreas, and the intestines. Along with that, your eye corneas, bones, heart valves, skin, tendons, the hands, the face, blood stem cells, cord blood, blood marrow, blood, and platelets. For every one person that passes away, you can save 8 lives. Now, more importantly, to save that life, how do these organs arrive? Once the transplant team arrives at the hospital, they go in and remove the organs from that person. They're then placed on ice and transported to the receiver. But more importantly is how do they choose their method of transportation? That all depends on how close that person is to the donator. So their options could be anywhere from an ambulance to a helicopter to a commercial plane, because once that organ is placed on ice, they only have so long, so every minute counts. So the next general question everyone seems to have is, how does the registry work and how does someone get put on it? In order to be put on the registry, you would have to go see your doctor because you're not feeling right, something doesn't seem right. So your doctor runs tests to see what's wrong. And once your doctor announces you with some sort of organ failure, or the beginning stages of organ failure, you're then given a referral to go see a doctor at the transplant center. Once that doctor sees you, he'll then run a physical exam on you, along with a lot of blood panels to determine the organ function and your overall health. Once that doctor gets with your surgeon and looks over everything, they'll then determine whether or not you're a candidate or if you're in too well of condition right now for what's going on. Once they select you and say everything's good to go, you have to meet with a psychologist to go over a psychological exam in order to see if you're mentally stable, if you actually can accept the fact that something could go wrong on the table. Then once that happens, you go and meet with your doctor and have more tests done in order to make sure that your body is stable enough and can accept the organ that's trying to be transplanted. Once that's done, finally you meet with a financial counselor that they have there to help you come up with a payment plan for the surgery, because sometimes insurances don't cover it. And then finally, in order to be put on the actual wait list, the registry, your doctor will have to continuously monitor your health, because when he monitors your health, he's helping determine where you will be on the wait list, whether you're at the top, the bottom, or the middle. The better health you're in, the lower on the list you'll be. The worse in health you get, the higher at the top you'll be, because it's more crucial for you to have this organ to continue on living. And now the final question that most people ask is, how can we help, or what can we do? Don't we all want to live on once we're gone? We might spiritually be gone, but physically we can still live and be out there. So how do we do that? You can register to be an organ donor. By registering to be an organ donor, you're consenting for all of your organs and tissues to be removed and transplanted into someone new once you've passed away. There are a few ways to do this. One of the main websites to go register on is organdonor.gov. And once you register with them, you'll go ahead and be mailed a card saying that you're an organ donor that you can go ahead and put in your wallet or purse so that you have the proof on you. Or when you go and have your driver's license issued or renewed, you also can do it then, and at the bottom of your license in the corner, you'll have a little heart emblem to receive. Since we've covered today how to register, what organs can be used, the wait list, and all the processes, we all should go and sign up so that we can help save that life. You never know what child or mother could be out there that is on that wait list, that is basically waiting. They don't know what life is going to entail. So when we're gone, we can't take it with us. We might as well give it to someone to use. Just like Macy. She got that call on August 29th when she got home from school that she had a heart waiting for her. So an hour within being home from school, she was rushed to the hospital and being prepped for surgery, and to this day, she's still healthy and out there graduating from high school. So thank you everyone for your time, and have a good night.